Hi there, thank you for clicking into this video to watch it. My name is Ezinne, but of course you can call me Ezinne. If this is your first time of stopping by my YouTube channel, you're definitely welcome. If this is not your first time and you are all subscribed, you have my heart, okay? So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to know if your man still loves you or not, and this validates whether you're in a relationship, planning to get married to this person, or if you're already married to this person. How to know if he has lost interest in you, how to know if he still loves you, how to know if he is still interested in you the way he used to be in time past. If there have ever been times when you ask yourself questions like this, if there have ever been times when you wondered if this man still loves you, maybe because of the kind of things he does, you know, the actions he puts up, my darling, you just clicked on the right video. So listen to every single thing I'm going to share with you in this video. Make sure you watch this video to the end. Now, before we go ahead with this video, this particular video was particularly inspired by a post I came across on Twitter, and I'm going to be reading out that post to us right here immediately. Okay, so this lady was asking for help from her relationship, and here's what she says: please, I need your fans' help for advice. I'm one of your fans too. I have been dating my boyfriend 9 years now. I am 26, so I'm assuming that she started dating this man when she was probably 17 years of age. He is my first boyfriend. Like 3 times this guy has broken up with me and I moved on. Later he will beg for forgiveness and I forgave him, and we continue our relationship. Now this guy said before we can marry that he's not comfortable with the way guys comment on my Facebook each time I upload. I had to delete my Facebook account last year to save the relationship. Now he said I must delete my Instagram account and TikTok, that I can only use WhatsApp and no display picture. No makeup, no friends. I am a business person. How will people patronize me? I had an NYC shoot last week and he said the guys at the studio are looking at me in a lustful manner. I had to apologize because he attached it to the makeup that I did. I have to stay close to him at the gym. No unnecessary greetings at the gym too. I have to start frowning my face to avoid unnecessary greetings. I have a lot of followers on my Twitter. He said I must stop dropping quotes, and each time we have misunderstanding, he will start threatening me that he will shift me and move to the next person. Last week he saw one video that I did that I was dancing to a song, just normal dance. I wasn't shaking bum bum. Since then he stopped picking my calls and sent a message that number 2 has taken over. He even sent the picture they took together and the voice note delayed. The girl said she will be coming to greet him. He sent me a message that I should talk to him when I have deleted all the social media accounts. Please help me. What can I do? This is the guy I love so much. I tried all my best to keep to his rules and not to cheat on him. Please advise a sister. Please, no insult. I'm an emotional person. First of all, you guys, before I say anything, okay, and then go right into the main purpose of this video, leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think? Like, what do you have to tell this lady? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you're a guy watching this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I'm waiting. Just a minute. It's just going to take you a minute to type what you think, your opinion about this issue. Okay, so yeah. So now that you've put your thoughts, here is what I have to say. First of all, the guy is just purely being manipulative, and honest truth, this guy doesn't love her, and I do not know why she cannot see the signs. I wonder why she cannot see that this guy just wants to manipulate her into being with him and into shutting down the whole of her life just to be with him. And trust me, at the end of this day, this guy, if he is not taken, I'm sure he's a Yoruba demon. This guy is going to dump this girl and he's still going to marry somebody else. Okay, so now that is the premise for this video. So now that that is out of the way, and I'm going to go straight into telling you the first way to know if this man really loves you, if he still loves you, if he is still interested in you or not. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is that he is going to suddenly stop being interested in anything that has to do with you. He doesn't want to have anything to do with your family. He doesn't want to have anything to do with your friends. He doesn't even want to have anything to do with you, particularly as a person. You will begin to notice that you're suddenly becoming total strangers with this person. Anytime you want to bring up a conversation about anything, about your life, about your business, about your career, he doesn't want to hear of it. In fact, if it's possible, he wants you to close down that business or stop doing that thing, so that you don't have anything to come and share with him or have any reason to want to come and talk to him about your business. So if you notice that this person who would normally want to know who you're talking to on the phone, who would normally want to know where you're going to, who would want to know what event you're going to, what is happening there, the people you're going to meet, that guy who always wants to, you know, go for family occasions or events or social events with you, that guy who is always asking about your family members or your friends, whether he has met them or not, will suddenly stop asking those questions, will not even want to hear about it, even when you try to bring up the conversations yourself. My darling, that guy has moved on. He is no longer interested in you. You know, most of the times when women are no longer interested in the man, they are always very fast to say it in their words. Okay, it's very easy for a woman to express herself and tell this man, oh, I love you, or I don't love you anymore. But men will not come and tell you that they don't love you anymore. They will just start dropping the hints, dropping the signs for you here and there, and they leave you to pick the signs and not even ask them why they are no longer interested. They just want you to pick the signs, read the handwriting on the wall, and live their lives without even asking them questions or bringing up, you know, the room for them to come and start explaining why they are not treating you the way they used to, or why they are treating you the way they currently are treating you at the moment. Another way that you can know if this man is still interested in you, if he still loves you, is if he barely spends time with you. A man who does not want to have anything to do with you will not want to spend quality time with you. He will look for every excuse, every reason to not be with you. Even if he initiates a date, or he initiates a meetup, or you initiate a meetup, at the long run, or probably close to the time of the event or the program or the date, he's going to bail out on you. He's going to give excuses as to why he cannot be there, why he cannot be with you, why he can no longer spend time with you. And most of the times, the reasons why he cannot be with you, that he will try to prove beyond reasonable doubt to you, could be as little as, oh, he's hanging out with his friends, oh, he's with his family, oh, he's with his peers, oh, he has this project he's working on, because of that he's busy. Let me tell you, there's something a friend told me a long time ago. He said that anybody who truly loves you, who truly cares for you, who claims to love you, is going to have time for you. He's going to make out time for you, no matter how busy he is. See, even Jeff Bezos, who is the richest man in the world, or Dangote, one of the richest men in Africa, is going to find time to be with you, to call you, to have conversations with you, to want to get involved with you. So if all of a sudden you notice that this person who always wants to be around you, who wants to know where you are, maybe the times you people normally meet up is usually in the weekend when he's free, maybe because he's a 9-to-5 worker and you're a 9-to-5 worker as well, so you have just the weekends to yourself. You realize that 1 week has gone past, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and you're within the same vicinity or locality, or you can easily visit, or he can easily visit, and there is none of that. My darling, that guy is trying to tell you that he's no longer interested in you. He's just giving himself time to move past whatever he had felt for you in the past before he finally takes a walk or takes a bow. So it will be wise enough for you to either try your best to work on the relationship again, or just move on with your life, my darling. Another way to know if this man really loves you is if he continuously makes plans that does not include you, especially if he's the kind of person who would normally tell you things, who would normally talk to you about the things he wants to do in his business, in his place of work, where he's going to, even in his family. But all of a sudden, he doesn't want to have any of that to do with you. Even when he eventually tells you about, you know, his plans for the weekend, or his plans for something, to go on a vacation or to do something, he no longer involves you in it. He no longer puts you in it. Remember, there is a clause to this, especially if he is the kind of person who would have normally, or who normally does this kind of thing a lot, and he suddenly stops doing it. Then it means that he's no longer interested in you. It means that he's no longer in love with you for whatever reason. Another way to know that this man no longer loves you is if he stops initiating conversations or contact. If he always waits for you to be the one to call him every time, to be the one to send him a text messages, and mind you, most of the times he won't pick your calls on purpose. Of course, he won't tell you that he didn't pick it on purpose. He'll give you excuses as to why he couldn't pick your call, how he was in the toilet, or how his phone was far away from him. And he will not call you back. He won't return your text messages. He won't return your calls when he misses any of them. It means that this man is no longer interested in you. It means something has taken his attention away from you. It means something has distracted him from you. Now, if you've watched this video to this point, and this particular person that we're talking about, or that you have in mind while watching this video, is someone who you've been hoping to get married to, then you need to go and pray the prayers that I listed out in the previous video that I made, where I shared with you how to pray concerning your future husband, and how to pray for whoever your future husband is to find you. You need to see that video immediately. So if this man is no longer making contact with you, he's not putting in effort consistently to try to reach out to you, then my darling, it's over. Now, this is especially for people who are married, or of course if you're single and fornicating, because if you're having sex while you're not married, then it means you're fornicating. So for those of you who are fornicating, or for those of you who are married, if this man suddenly loses interest in having sex with you, he gives excuses as to how he's tired, as to how he doesn't want to have anything to do with you at a particular time because he's feeling sick, my darling, that man is no longer interested in you. Something is taking his attention away from you, and he's taking it away real fast, and you need to do something fast if you still want to keep your relationship. This is also especially important if he is the kind of person who would normally always initiate, you know, having sex with you, who always wants to have you around, who always wants to hold you, wants to cuddle you, wants to be around you, you know, who always wants to get intimate with you any chance he gets. And all of a sudden, he's now telling you that he does not want to have sex with you for whatever reason. He's going to give you signs. I mean, he might not come out literally, like I said earlier, to tell you, oh babe, I don't want to have sex with you anymore. He's going to give flimsy excuse. He's going to put up attitudes. He's going to try to avoid anything that will cause him or lead him to want to have sex with you. If you notice that he's no longer having sex with you, then my darling, this man no longer loves you. Following on that, if he suddenly stops noticing your presence or your appearance, if you were someone who would notice you know when you have a new shoe or when you have a new dress because he bought it for you, or you told him about it, I mean, you would have conversations about how you're going shopping or you're going to the salon to make your hair, and he doesn't notice that you had a new hair or that you had your nails changed or that you have a new shoe, and he's somebody who would normally notice these kind of things about you, then it means your man is slowly losing interest in you. It means that he no longer loves you. It means that he no longer fancies you the way he used to, and something, like I've repeatedly said, is taking his attention away from you. Another very important telltale sign to tell you that this man no longer loves you is if he gets annoyed or angry with you at the slightest provocation. I mean, there are always times in relationships when, you know, there are fights, there are brawls, there are little quarrels here and there. I mean, those are spices to the relationship, okay? Even aside, you know, intimate relationship, if you have relationship with your friends, your family members, if you stay a year, 2 years, 3 years without having a little quarrel, even as little as, you know, about having to, you know, take meat from the plate, no matter how flimsy the quarrel is going to be, if there's no argument whatsoever, then it means something is wrong with your relationship. But if this person consistently looks for every single reason to get angry with you, to get offended with you, to blame you for things, then it means that this man no longer loves you, my darling. Look into my eyes. He no longer loves you. You just have to accept the fact that this man has fallen out of love with you. And like I said, he's not going to tell you. He probably doesn't even know the best way to tell you, because he doesn't even want to hurt your feelings more than he has already hurt your feelings. Because trust me, when your man is hurting you, he knows he's hurting you. But the problem, like I always say, is that he does not know how to come up and say, oh, this is what it is, or this is how it is. But he's going to take offense at the slightest provocations, especially at things that he would normally not get angry over. Over something very flimsy as anything that you can think of. If he is always casting blames on you for everything, never taking responsibility for anything whatsoever that goes on in your lives, then my darling, that man is no longer in love with you. Now, if this man also takes any slightest opportunity to talk down on you in the presence of other people, or to criticize you, to mock you, to throw jokes at you, whether inside jokes or, you know, general jokes at you in public, then my darling, that man no longer loves you. Now, there's a clause to this, okay? Especially if you have someone who is very sarcastic in nature, and, you know, normally you guys would throw jokes, you know, laugh at each other, you know, even in the presence of your close friends and whatnot. That could be a different thing entirely, okay? But in the case where this person would normally talk to you, you know, when you have issues, he would want to sort out the problem, but instead of doing that, he would take that opportunity of, you know, when you're in the midst of other people, to throw jokes at you, dirty jokes, annoying jokes, nasty jokes that will get you offended, or that will make other people mock you, laugh at you. Then my darling, that man doesn't love you. Because men who intentionally love you, see, even if his mother, even if his sister, even if his best friend, his childhood best friend, wants to talk down on you in private, he is going to hush them, he's going to shut them up, he's going to deal with them. In fact, he's going to quarrel with them because they are talking down on you. Talk more of when you people are now in a public place or in the view of every other person. Now imagine him coming himself to come and insult you or criticize you or mock you in the presence of other people. Now, if you are in a relationship where this man constantly does this and you are still there, I hope that I'm not smiling at this point. If you are still in that relationship, my darling, you need to leave that relationship, okay? He does not value you, he does not appreciate you for whatever reason. You've lost your value, you've lost your self-worth in the presence of this man, and you need to end that relationship immediately. Now, you know that in every relationship, there is always a place of compromise. And a relationship comprises of two people coming together who have different opinions about different things, who have, you know, different ideologies about so many things, who have similarities as well in so many things. So it means that at some point in time in your relationship or in your marriage, you might have to let go of some certain beliefs or some certain behaviors or some certain way of life or perceptions that you've lived with or that you've grown with, because you need to fit in with this person, because you want to be able to tolerate this person, to live with this person, even with people around you generally. And same applies to the man himself. Now, if the man is not willing to compromise anything for you, in this case, whether the relationship is new or is an old relationship or is in a marriage, then it means that man no longer loves you. It means he's no longer interested in you. It means he no longer fancies being in your life or fancies you being in his life. He's not ready to let go of anything. See, when a man loves his woman, he will compromise so much that even you as a lady will get scared, because you would assume that the love is overwhelming. You will be able to tell that this man loves you to the moon and back, and then all of a sudden this man no longer wants to compromise on any aspect of his life, whether physically, financially, materially, even family wise. He's not ready to compromise in anything for you, my darling. you could go ahead with the relationship or go ahead with the marriage eventually, but trust me, whatever you see in that marriage is going to be to your own disadvantage, and you would have to live with it for the rest of your life, especially if it's not violent, of course. But my darling, if your man has made it a habit to never compromise on anything for you, then it's time for you to leave that relationship. It means he no longer loves you, and you only be wasting your time remaining in that relationship. And finally of all, and most importantly, I left this to be the last because, you know, bottom post it always sweeter, like we always say. Okay, that is why I have left this till the last. And what is it? If your gut is telling you, if something is telling you, your instinct is telling you that something is wrong with your relationship, or you're doubting if this man really loves you, if something is having you question, oh, does this man really love me, then it means he doesn't love you. Yes, you heard me. If your conscience, your heart, something within your spirit is telling you or trying to make you see that this man doesn't love you, my darling, that is what it is. That is what it is. That is the best prophetic revelation that you can get. You don't even need to go to meet a pastor or a prophet or a seer to tell you if this man really loves you or not. It means that something is wrong in your relationship. It means that something is not right in your relationship that needs to be sorted out. And trust me, if you are having this strong sense in your spirit that he does not love you, that he does not care for you, that he is not who you think he is, or he is no longer who he used to be, then trust me, my darling, that is what it is. Do not lie to yourself. Do not deny it. That is your spirit, man. That is the spirit of God trying to lead you, trying to direct you to the right path on the issue of your relationship, on the issue of your love life, and on the issue of your marriage. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you watched it to this point, if you can relate to all I've said in this video, let me know in the comment section below. If there are other telltale signs that you think show that a man doesn't love a woman anymore, let me know in the comment section as well below. Thank you once again for watching this video to the end. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Take me to 500 subscribers. I cannot wait to start interacting with you guys on my community tab, okay, you guys? So hit the subscribe button. Please share this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Until I come your way next time in my very next video, you guys, it is Ezinne signing out. Peace out.